Good day, teachers. Today I'm going to help you create a teacher account for any of our advanced placement, honors, or electives courses. My name's Thomas Legale, and I'm the National AP Honors and Electives Specialist, and I'm excited to help you out today. Let's get started. First, the agenda. Do you already have a ConnectEd account? That's a great news. You're almost all the way there. Next, creating a teacher account for self-registering district. If you access your educational resources through a district website, this process today is not for you. You should stop the video and contact your district's technical support team. Next, we'll talk about creating separate classes, and we'll end with adding students to your account, either using the class code or using the class roster function. Now, the website we'll use to access all our resources today is my.mheducation.com. Again, my.mheducation.com. Let's go there. Now, this is the website that we'll use to access all our resources. Let's begin. Now, teachers, like I said, if you already have a ConnectEd account, you'll use that same username and password here on this website. And when you log in, it may default to a screen that looks like this. All you need to do is click the AP Honors and Electives logo, and that'll bring you over where all your AP Honors and Electives resources are located. That was easy. Let's move on. Now, for those of you who don't already have a ConnectEd account, we'll start here at my.mheducation.com. If you'll notice below the login button, there's a Create Teacher Account, and I'll click here. So this is the page for creating your own teacher account. The very first thing you'll need is a 7-digit registration code, and you can obtain that from your district's master code holder. If you're unable to locate it that way, you can contact our digital technical support team by the number on the screen. So you can contact our digital technical support team from the phone number on the screen, and they'll be able to get you your 7-digit registration code. Now, if you look down the page, the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Now, some of these things will be drop-down menus after you put in your registration code. You'll create an account, and you'll create a username and password that you'll always use at my.mheducation.com in the future. Again, a username and password that you will use at my.mheducation.com. Let's move on. Okay, teachers, now that we've created a username and password, let's log in. You'll go to my.mheducation.com and use the username and password that you just created. Now, I'm going to use the National Digital Demo account, so I've already have all my classes loaded. But the first time you log in, there may be no class here. So you'll want to click the Create a Class button. I believe for a brand new account, it's a big button across the screen. But for me, it's here in the upper right. So I have access to all the AP Honors and Electives courses that we teach. But when you log in, you may only see the 1 or 2 books that your district purchased. And we'll go ahead and click on AP US History. You'll give this class a name, first period, second period, etc., the subject, the grade level, the start and stop date, and then you'll click Submit. And now you've added your first class. The steps are the same for adding a second period, a third period, etc. Great. Let's move on. Now that we've created a class, let's go ahead and add students to our account. Now there's 2 ways to do this. One is using the class code, and one is going in through the class roster inside your account. First, we'll talk about the class code. So here's that AP US History course, and here's a class code for this particular class period. If you've created multiple class periods, each class period will have its own class code and should be given to the students in that class. So if we look here at my.mheducation.com, there's a Create Student Account function. We'll click that, and this is where the students will need to put in the class code, and then they'll create their own account using the steps provided. Awesome. Now let's look at how to create a student account using the class roster. To add students to your account using the class roster function, you need to go ahead and launch the course. So we'll click Launch. You'll notice on the left side of the screen the word Roster. We'll click Roster. And you'll see here on this page, Edit Student Roster. You'll also see the class code again repeated inside the account. So we'll edit Student Roster. Now I want you to know if your students have ever used any McGraw-Hill product at your school district, their name is already loaded in our school roster. If you search for their complete name, it will come up, and then you can click the Add button to add them to your student roster. You also can create a new student here and put in their student ID, first name, last name, etc. Now this is a little bit of a laborious process, so hopefully, and most popularly, students have already used some sort of McGraw-Hill product at your district. Thank you for spending a few moments with me, and I hope this has been a helpful video. If you have any technical issues or again need that 7-digit registration code, you can contact Digital Technical Support at the following phone number, and their hours of operation are 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks and have a great day.